Hi guys, hi Kainat. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We really wanted to conduct this over Instagram Live. That was really hard and scary. But hi Kainat, thank you for joining us again. Sorry everyone that we've been waiting, delaying this for like an hour, but this seems to be working out. So I think this should be a lot better now.
I hope so.
Yeah. Okay, so let me just restart शुरू से oh yeah, I just want to mention that this is going to be on YouTube live stream as well. So if anyone wants to join others say, so they can join from there as well, and it'll be recorded so it can be viewed on YouTube later on as well. So Kaina, thank you for joining us in our campaign for menstrual health and hygiene awareness because you're such a big name and we're such big fans of you. And as a pro athlete and a pro cricketer, you're really one of the best people you could ask about not only performing at such a big level and in such an intense sport, but also doing it while you're a woman. It's such a big inspiration. And so that's really cool that you could be with us today. So a little bit
Thank
about
you so
us.
much. It's a pleasure.
No, thank you for joining us. So, a little bit about us is that we are IFMSA, International Federation of Medical Students Association, and basically we're an association all over the world, and we try to use our platform to raise our voices as future doctors to bring more awareness to relevant health issues and more awareness about it. And so, as the time changes, just a generation ago, even discussing menstrual health was such a taboo. And so, now what we are trying to do is end the stigma and talk about it so that we can bring more focus on women's health and so that we know how to perform better as women. Just because you're a woman obviously doesn't mean कि अब हम sports करना छोड़ दें, अब हम घर में बैठ जाएं or something like that. Being physically healthy is so important. And instead of seeing menstruation as a barrier to that, I think we can work with it and use our physiology to really elevate ourselves. Right, Kainat? What do you think about that?
Of course, definitely. I think that because it is a very important topic. First of all, it's a great initiative to start talking about it and create the awareness that no one is supposed to stop during their cycle because you need to keep going and we cannot really, it's of course we can rest, but it's like we cannot waste a whole week, and it's very important to focus and keep going. So I
Yeah.
think it's a great initiative, and we should talk about it more so that more and more girls know, and they all have all kind of knowledge for
Yeah.
to go forward.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. क्योंकि us as medical students हमारी तो वैसे ही physical activity is like at an all-time low. लेकिन I can't imagine कि being a pro athlete, if you have a huge match, you can't on the last day or something just be like, I can't play, I'm feeling bad or something. So if you ever find yourself in that situation, how do you manage? How do you go about and give yourself the strength to play on? Is there like a secret? Is there like a special diet? Is there do you take any painkillers? So how do you do that?
Well, first of all, it's about we can never leave a match for anything in the world, of course, until unless it's an emergency, a medical emergency. But I would say, as being an athlete, first of all, being an athlete that gives you a lot of strength as
Mhm.
an individual, first of all. And other than that, the main thing is we are so focused to play for Pakistan and everything.
Yeah.
It's such a big honor that everything else is at a side. But of course, there is pain. There we do have problems. Of course, everyone has those. But still, we do manage that pain. We do. I mean, it's not about taking. We don't take a lot of pills because we're not allowed to. Of course, I mean, we do have a different kind of doping tests and everything. It's like we cannot take all kind of medications, but we
Yeah.
do manage it because I mean it is a part of us. It's about acceptance, I guess, because I have there are few friends of mine, of course, but
Yeah.
they are still in the fact of I understand that there can be difference in pain, but still, I mean, playing, we all are playing as well, and it is difficult, but I think we do manage it well by our diet because diet is a very important aspect. I mean, you can manage everything with your diet. A good diet can give you a very balanced pain management as well. Because the better you eat, it's better for your own self and your body, and you need to take care of your body at all times.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, that's a very great point that you brought about of diet, because throughout our sessions this whole week, that's at the end, it's always been the take home message ke diet अच्छी होनी चाहिए, not processed foods नहीं होने चाहिए. We should eat healthier, fresh fruit as much as we can. So, as part of your diet, I want to ask, do you have any cheat meals? If you do have cheat meals, so is that like once a week? And what's your favorite cheat meal?
So, hello.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
My favorite cheat meal?
Yeah, I was saying, what's your favorite cheat meal?
I can hear you.
You can't hear me? Oh, wait. Um,
Hello.
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
And I can hear you. What was the question?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I was saying that diet is very important, and we were speaking about eating non-processed foods and healthy fruit is very important for our healthy well-being and to perform on the ground. But I was saying, if do you ever take cheat meals, and if you do, what's your favorite cheat meal?
Well, of course, I do take cheat meals. It's very necessary for your body to eat something because the taste is very important.
Yeah,
And I try not to even for a day, but it is good for your own self because you need to keep yourself motivated for that one day you're gonna eat whatever you like. So I would
yeah,
say pizza is kind of my cheat
yeah,
meal, but that
yeah,
too, my mom makes a lot of my mom makes great pizza, so it's more like a homemade pizza. So I'm fine. I'm fine. I can deal with that. As for an athlete, we cannot really cheat a lot. We
yeah,
need to stay focused,
yeah.
and we need to have a lot of good diet. We have to follow strict rules because you cannot, I mean, mess with your diet because that's very important.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I think that is one of the major components on what helps you manage it so well as well. So, as you were saying, Kate, despite cramps, despite anything, you do continue on and play your match. So I've heard Kate, some people when they have some women when they're at a very intense training or होती है, so sometimes there's a matter that you could lose your period. Has that ever happened to you? Or is that a common thing among women athletes?
Well, that is a common thing among women athletes because I mean, for even if your cycle is on time and everything, but there are still chances you can have days where you need to play, and that's definitely not going to match your cycle,
Yeah,
the match days or the training days, because we have to train all day throughout the week. So I mean, definitely there are going to be that we won't be feeling fine. But after season, we can definitely take off. We can take off days. But when we are on the field, and we cannot take days off. We just need to manage it. We just need to make ourselves that much strong that we just need to make ourselves strong. That's the
yeah,
only thing. Well, I
yeah,
think being an athlete, that has made us really strong. So the people, the girls, I think they should start training more because
mhm,
that's very important. You train good, you do your work, you train, and then you eat your healthy diet. That will manage a lot of stuff in your life.
yeah, yeah, definitely. So, how many times a week do you train?
6,
6 days a week.
six,
Okay.
6 days.
Well, it's
Yeah.
intense. Yeah. So, have you ever been in a match where you felt like your period did affect your performance? Or is it that once you're on the ground, everything's out of your mind and you're really focused on the match?
No, I don't think that it has really affected my game. Because I would say it has improved my game in a sense that I'm more focused because there's something I need to cover, and that's
Yeah.
weakness. Of course, there is weakness. So, I mean, I take extra care of my body, extra care. We all take extra care of our body that time, and
Yeah.
that does not really affect anything because we don't let it affect us because it's all in our own hand until
Yeah.
unless it's a severe emergency, something like that.
Yeah.
We all manage our pain very well, and we have to. I mean, we have accepted the fact that we have to, and we all do it.
Yeah, that's great because it's not just you either. It's like a whole team of women playing against another whole team of women. So like it's an issue that is not really unique here. Yeah. So what would be your biggest tip to like aspiring female students or just young females who want to play more, who want to be more active, who want to know how to deal with their periods, but also perform well in physical activity?
uh, the main message will be they need to have a good will because they need to start thinking about this is not to stop you. This is definitely not to stop you. I mean, anything that happens to your body, the cycle that is for our own benefit, and that is not to stop us. That is to push us forward. I mean, I believe that. So I would say they need to have a good will and they need to go out there and play. They can take days off. That's not a problem. We also take days off. I mean,
Yeah,
when we are not, I mean, we are in the off season. We do take days off, but we keep going. And we need to be consistent. And after, even if they're taking off, they can take 2, 3 days off and then come back and then work even harder. Where it's about being consistent. It's about your will. It's about how strong you wanna see yourself. So I would
yeah,
say, I mean, the willpower is very important. Plays a
yeah,
very important part here.
yeah. Yeah, that's true because I think that for every woman it'll be different, their capabilities of how, but then if they continue on with their training, though eventually it'll improve and improve. So,
Or
another,
definitely,
yeah,
it always improves.
yeah, that's great. So, do you guys have as a member of Pakistan's women's cricket team, do you guys have regular checkups with a doctor who is assigned for the team?
Okay, so I mean that is kind not exactly with the assigned doctors, but
Yeah.
because we have physiotherapists, not the doctors
Yeah.
along with us.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Of course, because we're doing some physical work, so that's more important. They are, of course, qualified. They are
Yeah.
doctors, but they are more physical doctors. But we do have regular checkups. I'm sure all the girls have. I have regular checkups because your
Yeah.
body needs it, and you should get it checked. But this is a message again, a message that you should get it checked. It's no harm, and it's your body, and again, you need to take care of it. The better
Yeah.
you take care of it, the better results the body will provide you whether you're playing, whether you are in a regular, I mean, in an office job, anywhere. Definitely, you need to take care of your body.
Yeah. Yeah. So a question from the audience, it's a bit more of a personal question, but I think it's relevant to our discussion among females as well. So what do female athletes do? Or no, the question is what sanitary management do female athletes prefer while doing strenuous physical exercise to deal with heavy flows? So I think the question is, okay, nowadays we have so many there's pads, but there's also cups, there's also tampons. So like as a female athlete, which one do you find the best when you're on the ground or it's a very strenuous physical training?
Okay, well, I will say I will speak on behalf of all the girls because, of course, we are a team. Okay, so I would say that everybody is different and everybody is dealing with different kind of different kind of products, and we
Yeah,
cannot stick to one thing because everyone has different
Preferences.
reach.
Yeah.
First of all, different reach and definitely different bodies and definitely different the way they want the body to be treated. So everyone here, they all are fine. I wouldn't say that any product is very good for you or that will suit you because there is a chance that might not. So I
Yeah.
mean, the different
Yeah.
things work for different body. You just need to try it. I mean, as being a young athlete, you need to try different things so that you know what suits your body best and then go on with that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. How do you change your sleep according to the requirements needed for the next day? Like, how many hours would you say you sleep in a night? And how does that
I and how does that what?
affect your performance?
Okay, sleep is
Yeah.
very important because I am a fan of sleep. I have to sleep. I sleep for around 7 to 8 hours at night,
Oh,
and because I have to wake up early, I wake up at around 6 or 6:30. I mean, after
yeah.
Fajr, I just stay up and then go for my training sessions. So yes, I sleep at 10 and then I wake up at around 5:36. Sleep is very important because that does affect your performance, and anything that can affect your performance is your sleep. If anything can affect your performance, it's your sleep. If you're sleeping fine, your routines, it's all about the routines. If your routines are fine, things will work according to your plan.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. Another question is that how do female athletes deal with extremes of temperature? So, as a cricketer, you go to a lot of different countries. You go to England where it could be rainy, South Africa where it could be really hot and humid. So, how do you deal with that in the on the day?
It's very uncomfortable, to be very honest. It's
Yeah.
uncomfortable, but again, we have to do it. I mean, there are no ifs and buts. We have not given ourselves options, nor we are given options. And
Yeah.
again, until unless a severe medical emergency, we just play. And trust me, when we are on the field, and if you're doing something you love, that is
Yeah.
playing for Pakistan, what we are doing right now, you do ignore a lot of things, and that too unintentionally. I mean, we don't do it intentionally, but unintentionally we do forget all our troubles and all our problems, everything, and just we focus on one thing. Definitely, you need to do something that you love so that
Yeah.
you forget a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I think that definitely shows, QK. You can see in your performances how dedicated you are and how passionate you are about representing Pakistan. And I can clearly see from just how you talk and everything, how you're not going to let anything get in the way. So that's a really nice motive to have in life as well. So as as a team of women working together. So, do you guys, is there like a companionship among you guys that's formed over the years and an understanding that you are playing as to your best? Like, is everyone like-minded? Does everyone have the same motive and the same enthusiasm as you when it comes to dealing with female issues, but at the same time playing professionally?
Well, yes, I have not seen someone in our team yet that has taken a day off because of their cycle until and unless it's a severe pain. I mean, I don't even remember something that happened like that. They just
Yeah,
keep on going. Of course, we don't play for 24 hours. We
yeah,
play for like if it's a game, if it's a training day, it's a two-session game. It's like 6 hours maybe on the field, and then we get the time off. So we
yeah,
utilize that the time we have off, we utilize that really well. We rest, we drink a lot of water, we
yeah,
sleep. So you need to cover that up because you need to give your 100% on the field. I mean, we
yeah,
cannot really play with the reputation of Pakistan. So we need to take care of ourselves
yeah,
so that we play with our full strength when we are on the field.
yeah, yeah, that's true. 1 second. There's sirens behind me. Okay, so thanks. I think we covered a lot of important questions and important topics, and I think we got from you is that you have to be persistent, you have to be consistent, you have to keep training despite any pain and despite any problems. At the end of the day, you come to the match and you do your job and represent Pakistan as best as you can. One final question I think I would like to ask is, as a female athlete, do you track your cycle? And if you do, or do you just have up to maybe you just have a general idea in your head, like on this day it might happen or something, but or do you do track your cycle and schedule your training sessions or because when I was researching for this session, I found that there is some exercises that are better to do depending on which phase of your cycle you are at. So that whether that could be focusing on technique, or whether that could be focusing on strength training, or whether that could be focusing on repetition training. So do you guys pay attention to that, or is that not really a big thing? Because I doubt that you can schedule your matches accordingly. Like, and do you guys
No,
like
no, we
track your
cannot.
cycles? No? Okay.
No, I don't think anyone of I don't, at least,
Yeah.
because we do have a fair idea what days we're gonna have those
Yeah.
the cycle, but not really. We don't. And about the special kind of exercises, no, we are doing some really hard and tough training. We don't need any kind of extra exercises to do. Um, and other than that, we need to we what one thing important is to understand your body and what your body needs and what your body is, reacting to,
Hmm.
and what is it giving you back. So I mean, if you are understanding your own body, because that's where you're living, it's your body, it's our body that we're living in. So we need to understand that and how it works and everything. And it's not, I mean, it's good to have a good watch on your cycle, but if we don't really have that much time to have
Yeah.
complete focus on that, so when is the cycle coming and not? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. It's okay if you're not even keeping the track, but you need to understand your body and
Yeah.
understand what is it doing right now for you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think that was very informative, and I think that is the take-home message. Okay, every person is individual, and every person has to, um, understand their own body, understand their own body's needs, and listen to it accordingly. But at the same time, at the end of the day, to be a dedicated professional female athlete, you do have to put that at center point and fight through the pain and perform as well as you can. So thank you, Kainat. I know ke shuru mein it took us so long to connect, so I think we should keep the session short. Uh, Thank you so much for joining us. Live stream हम YouTube पे होगा, and the YouTube link will be saved so people can watch it later as well. I would just like to thank you for joining in on this campaign, because it is such an issue that still needs awareness, and we still need to break the taboo of talking about it, as it is such an important part of women's health to talk about. So I'm really inspired by your dedication and your motivation as a professional athlete. Um, yeah, thank you for joining us.
Hmm. I can't really hear you.
Wait 1 second. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I was just saying, thank you for joining us and raising awareness on our campaign, because
Okay.
it is such an important issue in women's health that is not enough talked about, especially in for women who are in the forefront. And I know that because your name is so big, and for you to come to with us and talk about this, it means so much to us. And sorry about the technical issues शुरू में जो हो रहे
No
थे.
problem.
But because we are over time, I'd like to keep the session short. So thank you for joining us, and we'll keep following you and all your successes, and
Thank
we're all
you.
big fans of you. So uh,
Thank you. All the best
thank
to
you.
you too.
Allah Hafiz.
Bye.
Guys, to all the participants, thanks for joining us. Sorry for the technical issues शुरू में. Post-evaluation forms will be shared. आज का session we kept it pretty short, just because we were already so much over time from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. हो गया. So anyway, that was really nice for Kainat to join us and give us an insight about how it is being a professional athlete and yeah, and dealing with all of that. It sounds pretty intense. I, for one, am glad I'm not a professional athlete, to be honest, after hearing about how much dedication it does require. So, post-evaluation forms fill in kar dena. Thank you for joining us in any of our sessions that happened this week. The live streams are going to be on YouTube, as always, and continue to follow IFMSA Pakistan on Instagram, Facebook, and your local councils, wherever that may be. It's a really good platform because it really just gives you the option or a chance basically to be involved in issues like this or raise your voice for yourself and start something for yourself. So thanks so much. I'm going to sign off now. And this is the end of Menstrupedia. Yay, 2021. See you guys. Allah Hafiz.